Bye-bye, saya tidur.
Right, so good evening, guys. This time, this is the topic of debate, and I suppose we are not all have discussed about this. So, we are in room Alpha, and this debate will go on until for like 2 hours probably. Well, it could last, hopefully. So, in our meeting today, there are three groups. The first group will discuss about the social issues that matter to Gen Z. The second group will discuss about throwaway generation. What is that throwaway generation? And the third group will discuss about generation gap. So uh, let me check. The first group, please raise your hand. Please, first group, raise hand. Raise hand in Zoom. Okay. Alright, so well, one more. Who from first group?
Dika.
Raise hand, raise hand. Okay, so I guess the sort of you are present here. So how about the second group? Please raise your hand. Raise your hand in Zoom, I mean. Nana, Eros, and Gali. Gali is here, right? So the third group, please raise your hand as well. Good. Right, you all may now lower your hand. Rafael, you may now lower your hand. Okay, good. Okay, so sound is lagging. So, well, the debate in this session, one of you guys, as the speaker, will tell about your topic. I mean, what's interesting from your topic. You're gonna discuss it and you're gonna tell it from the first speaker. And then the other speaker of the other team will make an argument or at least asking for them. So yeah, it's like so like say first team there are Raihan, Rajib, and Andika. Maybe Rajib will tell about the topic like yes, this topic, my topic is this, that is not that. And then from the second group and third group, one of you will make an argument or asking a question, right? So yeah, it's more like of a discussion rather than a debate. So yeah, and why is it called debate? It's because basically it's perspective stuff, and yeah. So let's start from, of course, the first group, and your topic is social issues that matter to Gen Z, right? So whoever from first group, you may start now.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Alin Shirara Hanafi. This evening, I'm gonna be the speaker of the speaker from the first kelompok satu ya. Okay, in my topic is social issues that matter to Gen Z. So, first is Generation Z, born between the mid 1990s and early 2010. Yeah, is emerging as a force to reckon with on the global stage, unlike any generation before them. Gen Z is characterized by its distinctive approach to social issues, showing remarkable awareness, activism, and commitment to fostering positive change. This the social issues that deeply resonate with Generation Z, highlighting their unique perspective and the potential impact of their advocacy, like climate change and environmental sustainable ability, and social justice and equality, and mental health awareness, and gun control and school safety and political engagement and accountability. And the thing is, the Generation Z's dedication to social issue is reshaping the way societies approach critical challenge and their unwavering commitment to climate actions, social justice, mental health, gun control, and political accountability is inspiring change on local, national, and global scales. As Gen Z continues to make their mark, their unique perspective and determination offer a ray of hope for a more equitable, sustainable, and just future. It is imperative that we all listen, support, and collaborate with this generation to address the pressing social issues that matter not only to them but to the entire world. And so that's all from my description about the social issues that matter to Gen Z. So maybe any questions, or I'm gonna asking about you all.
Right. So, well, let me adjust this one. So, the main topic of first group is about Gen Z and climate change, right?
Yes, that's it.
All right. So, yeah. So the main topic is because Gen Z is close to technology, and technology is bad for environment, and environment means climate change. So, I guess that's roughly the summary of this. Roughly in the summary of the Rayhan's argument. So before we continue, from Rayhan, anything you'd like to add? Probably you may want to give something on. You may want to add something other than this.
Yeah. Maybe about that. Maybe my member gonna tell it about.
Yeah, sure. From your
Mungkin
member.
kelompok saya yang lain ada tambahan.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, can you repeat the question, Kak Rizky?
Yeah, it's just like maybe from Rayhan, you guys want to add something else, or should I give? Should I let the other group asking? Oh yeah, if there's no addition, so well, all right. From another group, from second group or on the third group, you have anything to question, or maybe anything to, well, argue with the what first group speaks. Right. Maybe any question from any other group. Just
Wait,
reminding. Oh yeah.
I got an internet issue, so wait.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I have a question for Rehan. So my question is, what actions can be taken to alleviate change's concern about climate change, as you tell about climate change, as you tell change's concern about climate change. So what action can be taken to alleviate that concern?
Right. So Hannah's question is, well, roughly it's like, so the Gen Z concerns about the climate change. So what must be done? That's your
Yes.
question, right? Yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
Mhm. But
My okay. I'm I'm confused. Maybe Andika. gonna tell something? Please help me, Andika.
Okay, can you change to Indonesia? Because and your question, can you change to Indonesia?
Maybe from Kak Rizky explain about Raihana question is what must have be ya intinya sabar. Okay. Maybe we have to multiply education for climate change to get to Gen Z. Maybe from education from school, or maybe something like educational video from YouTube, because Gen Z will like YouTube video, right? Especially from TikTok or Instagram or something like that.
Right. So the Rajit's answer regarding to Hannah's question is that by educating the Gen Z, whether it's via video or school, the basically is by educating Gen Z about the climate change. So, is that answer satisfy you, Hannah?
That's answer like 70% of my question, but okay, thank you.
All right. So I suppose that answers it. So, uh, any other team? So Hannah is from second team. How about the third team? You guys have any question about the first speaker said, the first team said?
Yes, maybe I have a question for you there. So,
Yeah.
what do Gen Z care about in terms of social issue like that? Like apa yang dilakukan Gen Z peduli terhadap apa masalah sosialnya?
Jadi gimana?
Okay, I'm going to repeat. What do Gen Z care about in terms of social issue?
Okay, so let me recap. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the main topic of Rayhan was about climate change, but Rafael want to ask about the Gen Z about the social issue. Well, you know, Gen Z have a lot of social issue,
Yeah.
right? So how could you answer that probably from your team?
I'm sorry, maybe turn to Indonesian, please.
Okay, like apa yang dilakukan Gen Z peduli terhadap
Agar
peduli terhadap sosial apa masalah sosialnya itu.
agar peduli terhadap itu ya. masalah sosialnya.
Oh,
Gitu.
okay.
That's it.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you, Bob.
maybe yeah, how to explain it? Yeah, there's maybe like considers of question and answers, maybe, yeah, like another again, like further development, yeah, some expert could benefit from the further development with concrete examples or relevant statistics, yeah, and challenge and controversies, including some challenge or controversies that might arise when dealing with these issues, could provide a more complete pictures of the Generation Z's perspective. Yeah, maybe that's all. Is it helping you, or
Yeah,
not
maybe.
happy?
Yeah, it's very cool.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So, well, I guess the question and the answer has been satisfied. So, well, any other questions from another group, probably from the same group, but want to ask question, probably. One more chance. Or hold next to the second speaker, second group. Another speaker?
Okay.
Any other question?
There's
Probably.
no any other questions?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay.
Well, if there's none, well, we'll just continue. All right. Thanks, first group, for stating your topics. And now we'll move on to the second groups. Yeah, thank you. Which is, well, the second groups are Anna, Eros, and Galih. All right. The floor is yours.
Okay, hello. My name is Raihana Zanwar. You can call me Hana. For today's debate session, I will be the second group speaker. Okay, I will tell you guys about topic strawberry generation. So, strawberry generation is a term given to a generation that has high ideas and creativity, but easily gives up when under pressure of life, such as strawberry. Strawberry is a fruit, fruit that look nice and refreshing, and kayak vitamin. Like Gen Z have a lot of creativity and ideas. It's a term with it has see.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Hmm?
Okay. So the strawberry generation is a term given to a generation that has like ideas and creativity, but easily gives up when under pressure of life, such as strawberry that look nice and refreshing from the outside, but actually have soft flesh and breaks easily. That's a term like Generation Z is creative and have full ideas, diumpamakan tuh kayak penuh vitamin gitu. But it breaks easily, kayak gampang bonyok gitu lah. Nah, that term is given to Generation Z because they think that Generation Z is apa ya istilahnya? Mereka tuh mentalnya apa ya? Gampang bonyok, gampang hancur. But in the positive side, they have a lot of creativity, such as yeah, they are tech savvy, as we know, and I mean, that's just a term from my opinion because karakter Gen Z dibentuk from their environment begitu. Okay. That's all.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Anything more?
Maybe I can give you all some add-ons from your questions.
Oh, well, yeah. All right. So, well, let me recap of what you said. I want to say that it's about Gen Z as well, right? They are like strawberries because strawberries contain vitamin, and they also contain a lot of creativities, but they are easily broken, and also Gen Z are
Yes.
easily broken as well. Well, it actually makes sense, though, because well, if we look at the correlation between Gen Z and the technology itself, the Gen Z is the Gen Z has a lot of technology. They have smartphone, they have laptop, they have this and that, and
Yes, they
technology.
are tech savvy.
Yeah, that's what makes them creative because they can find every resource on the planet by using the phone. But that makes them lazy as well. Makes them easier to throw. Right. So yeah, anyone like to ask questions about this
Yeah,
idea?
I have
All right.
a question.
Hey, Andika. Sure.
Okay, I have a question for you, Hannah.
Okay.
Is strawberry generation completely better?
Can you repeat your
Is
question? I don't quite
yeah.
hear you.
Okay. Is strawberry generation completely better?
Yeah.
What's your last word? Better.
Bad term.
What? Bad term. Bad
Yeah.
Yeah,
term.
better.
Okay.
It's not completely a bad term because as what I say, it mentions that strawberry contains vitamins yang mana mengindikasikan kalau Gen Z have a lot of creativity, such as their ability on technologies. Yes, and they have a more advanced knowledge than old generation, I think. Okay, is that
Yeah.
answering
Okay.
question?
Yeah. So Ramana, it's not necessarily a bad term, but it's
Yes.
a neutral term. How about it, Tika? Does that answer?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So next question. All right, Chip. Yeah.
So, as you say before, is it have a change for Gen Z to have a great creativity, but also have a great mentality?
Was that the first grade? What was that? Grade something and grade mentality. What was the grade something? Grade what? Grade what was that grade?
Great creativity.
Oh, right. So yeah, Rajib's asking, is it possible to have a great creativity and great mentality? Please answer, or maybe from your team.
I don't quite get it. Maksudnya?
Is it possible for Gen Z to have both great creativity and great mentality? Because you said they are good at creativity but bad at mentality. So is it possible to have them both good?
Of course, there's a possibility because great creativity and great mentality it's depends on their environment gitu, and how they grow.
What environment that makes their have a worse mentality?
Yeah, bad environment, of course, like family issue or bad education, etc.
Yeah, the bad mentality comes from broken home stuff and bad environment stuff, probably so. Right. So, how do you think, Rajib? You've got any more to add, or is that enough?
Okay, that's enough.
Sure. Right. So, well, okay.
Because
So,
I think we can generalize it because it depends on individuals, right?
most that depends on individual. What's the thing depends on the individual that you should mention? I mean, what context are you talking about?
The mentality, maybe.
Yes.
Oh, all right. All right. So yeah, in terms of mentality, but sure. All right. So well, maybe one more question from the group 3, because yeah, the third group hasn't given anything yet. So really, something you guys want to argue or something you guys want to discuss about? Go ahead.
Maybe from the same maybe don't have a question or discussion about this topic because we have clearly understand what from the first team and yeah, the first team ask about the question and expect me clearly understand it. So yeah, no more question.
Also, no question.
Yeah, maybe no question.
Okay. So well, I guess it's the second group has done. So I guess it's time for the third group. So the third group, how's it? Anyone from the third group who's about to skip or about to speak about the topic? If I'm not wrong, your topic, the topic is about what was that? Wait, yeah. The topic is about generation gap. Yeah. So the speaker, who will be speaker? The floor is yours.
Maybe the being speaker is Franz, so that's Franz being a speaker.
Okay, wait. Okay, my what- okay, my topic is Seto. Okay, my topic is generation gap, understanding the difference between generation. A generation gap refers to the difference in attitudes, feels, faults, and behavior between different group, particularly between older and younger generation. The gap can be influenced by various factors, including cultural change, technology advancement, social and economic condition, and historical events. The concept of a generation gaps been widely discussed in social and psychology study as it highlights the challenge and opportunity that are from differing pres- perspective between generation. Key factor contributing to the generation gap: cultural shift over time, cultural n- norm, tradition, and social expectation change. What what was considered as acceptable or common in one generation might be few difference by an under this can lead the conflict and misunderstanding between generation. Two, technology. Technology advancement have a significant impact on the generation gap. Younger generation are typical more tech savvy and adaptable to new technologies, while older generation might struggle to keep up with rapid change. Three, social and political change. Historical event and shift in social and political landscape can shape the goals and attitude of different generation. For example, the expression of growing up during times of war, economic downturns, or social revolution can greatly influence perspective. Communi- sorry, for communication style, the way generation communicates and express themselves can vary. Older generation might first face-to-face interaction, while younger generation are ex exu ex asu ectomis to digital communication platform. Effect of the generation gap. One, communication challenge. Miscommunication and misunderstanding conducts due to difference in communication style, language, and preference. Two, clashes in false difference. Generation of have varying beliefs and false, leading to conflict over issue like ethic, morality, and social norms. Workplace dynamic to the workplace is a common area where the generation gap can lead to challenge. Differing work style, expression, and attitude can create tension between older and young employees. Employees. For customer behavior, generation often have different spending habits, preference, and purchasing behaviors. Business need add their market strategies to the target various group effectively. Breaking the generation gap. Sorry. 1. Open communication. Encouraging open dialogue and active listening can help break to the gap between generations. Sharing expression and participants can foster understanding. 2. Respect to difference. Recording that difference in opinions and faults are natural and respect them is essential for productive inter intergenerational relationship. 3. Learning from each other, both older and younger generation have unique expression and know to offer. Encouraging cross-generation learning can be mutually be beneficial. Okay, this is discussion in my group. Okay, is there anything to ask?
All right. So, well, I guess that's a lot from France, right? So, France, from me, right? I maybe because I see something weird. I heard that I heard that you also mentioned about business and wars. What was that? I mean, what does that have to do with the generation? Probably you can answer that.
Okay,
Uh, okay. Can you repeat again the question, Mr. Rizky?
All right. So France told about generation gap, right? The topic generation gap. But
Yeah.
France also said about business and wars. I mean, they are not correlated, so maybe can you explain?
Can you translate it? I still not understand what you is about it.
Okay, so generation gap, business, wars. Why? Why? Why business and wars with generation gap? I mean, is it drugs? Walter White?
Oh, gosh. Maybe maybe because the communication style, like like uh, it's maybe like berpengaruh gitu.
Maybe there's a difference between the new generation,
Yeah,
maybe from older
old
generation
generation
to
and
new generation that have maybe different style of
yeah, different
art
style.
or maybe really different. Maybe that's
Yeah, the different style and the cultural shift, maybe like different cultural, like old cultural and new cultural. It's like different. So like that.
Okay, right. So I guess business and wars is how people talk in different age, right? Right. Makes sense, makes
Yes.
sense. So well, we are going to the question session. From first or second groups, any of you would like to ask question to third groups?
Okay, I have a question. I have
Sure.
one question.
Yeah.
So about age gap, how does one handle the generation gap between parents and children? Is it natural to lose patience when the clash of views happens between different generation? If yes, then how do people handle it with hurting? Wait. I mean, how does one handle the generation gap between parents and children? Is it natural to lose patience when the clash of views happen between different generation? Should I translate it in Indonesia?
Yes. Sure.
Oke, ketika gimana cara handle generation gap between antara orang tua dan anak? Apakah natural untuk kayak kehilangan kesabaran gitu kalau ada clash of views happens di antara dua generasi yang berbeda itu? Because parents and children of course is a different generation, right?
Yeah.
And have different views. How to handle them
Yep.
if have a clash?
Okay. Maybe from yeah, like we thought we tell him and they understand, like mereka yang generasi kita, like our generations, new generations have to explain it, how we kita harus menjelaskan ini dan mereka harus pahami, like we have explained this and they have understand it, because we need like like a situations condition, so we have to make sure that from the situation condition and let them have to make sure they have understand it what we have explained it from our generation, so like that, maybe like that, what I get.
Okay, thank you, Rafael.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. So yeah, I guess it's answered that. Yeah, the both party have to handle it properly. So
I'm gonna ask.
yeah, sure, Rajib, you may ask.
Okay, sure.
Is it have a change for this two generation from older and newest ya apa sih aku lupa ya young generation, I mean young generation, is it have a change to their make a collaboration in a business.
Right. So well, maybe recap. The question was, does old and young generation have business in business? Business, right, Rajib?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Does young generation have a business about business with older generation? Sure. Please answer that.
Oh, uh, uh, like I said, it's like they have a make sure they have to understand what we explain it, what our business from new generation to old generation. Uh, we have to make sure uh, what our business to old generation. So we more get more trusted. So uh, apa ya? Like wait. Like we have to equalize the thinking from the old generation to new generation. Like we have synchron what our business we make it. So yeah, like that. What I get from your question.
Okay, I take that answer. Thank you.
Okay, so I hope that answers the question. So probably any more about that question? Well, we still have time, about like probably 30 minutes or maybe an hour. So we still have a lot of time here. Maybe any of you want to say something? All right. So well, I guess no one is speaking anymore. So I guess that wraps it.
Awareness and
Oh,
potentially
okay.
damage relationships or
Can
work
I
reputation.
ask one more question?
It's important to
Yes,
consider
sure.
context, relationship with the person or audience you're sharing with,
So,
and whether the
when
information
did you realize that
is
you had a
appropriate for
generation
the
gap
situation.
between you and someone
Access to
else?
security. Insecurity
Right.
refers to the
So
lack of
yeah,
or
to third groups,
self-assurance in oneself.
right?
It can manifest in various ways, including
The question is
doubts
for third
about
group,
one's
right? So
abilities, appearance, relationships, or overall self-worth,
Apa, Kak?
including
the question is for third groups
insecurity often
or for
stems
everyone
from
else in
personal
this meeting?
experience, social
Oh, for the
pressures,
third
and
group,
comparison
All right,
to others.
sure.
for the
Right.
generation gap topic.
Significant impact on person's
Yeah.
behavior and
So from the third groups,
to seeking
Hannah asked,
constant validation from others.
what was the last
So,
time?
Getting the
yeah.
marks.
Yeah,
So
what was
I
the
have
last
one
time?
more question.
Either
Sure.
discomfort or
So my question is, when did you realize that you had a generation gap between you and someone else?
growth, limit opportunities and strain relationship.
Hmm?
In summary,
Okay,
Oh,
I
can you
will
repeat
repeat
again?
more.
Because
Yeah.
connected. People who feel insecure might overshare as a way
Because your sounds like two voice, so I can
they might believe
share
that by
quickly.
sharing personal information,
Sorry.
they can make others feel sympathetic or empathetic to
I will repeat it once again. So when did you realize that you have a generation gap between you and someone else?
sexist or inappropriate for the context.
Mm,
Dealing with both opportunities,
maybe I realized from
developing self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and a healthy level of
Yes.
learning to recognize
Should
appropriate
I repeat it
for sharing
again?
information and addressing the root cause of insecurity can help individuals navigate social interaction more effectively and build more
Okay, so my question is,
If you are
when did you realize that you had a generation gap between you and someone else?
I suggest seeking support from a mental health professional that can be beneficial. They can provide guidance and strategies for managing these behaviors and emotions in a healthy and constructive
Can you
manner.
hear my question?
So I think that's all I can tell you. Maybe there's
Um,
more questions maybe.
your sounds still double, so two voice.
Okay,
Like
I will repeat it once again. So when did you realize that you have a generation gap between you and someone else?
Okay, so can you repeat please? I didn't hear you.
okay. I realized it from uh from the style maybe like
Or you can type
like
it in the chat.
they talking they what's it like his cultural and they style different talking and something how they business it's like
Okay.
uh
Oversharing refers to the act of disclosing excessive
uh
information, often in situations
I
where it might be
it's like
appropriate
different.
or where
So the
information
cultural
affects
and
others around
the
you, comfortable with what you
cultural
want.
and they talking is like so different enough
Every
from
question?
what we get from the new generations. So maybe that
Okay.
make sure. Jadi kayak generasi kita, our
Okay, so,
generation, like
people might overshare for various reasons.
we realize nyadari dari
Validation,
cara mereka
second is
bergomong,
aligned with
berbisnis, how
others,
they talking
three,
and
like
uh,
understanding
how
appropriate
they
boundaries, sharing personal information.
cultural it from they own way, cara mereka sendiri. Jadi udah disadari dari situ. Be like that. Or still not understand it what I said, or I repeat again.
Okay, so yeah,
Can
can repeat again, or is that does that satisfy your question?
I think that's enough. It's okay. Okay, thank you.
So,
Right. Good. Right. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Rafael. So, well, let's see what we got. So all of our teams have spoken, and because we already run out of topic, well, but we still have an hour. Well, maybe 30 minutes. Well, so let's make this end by 21 or 9 p.m. I'll be the one who's asking question here. So I'm gonna ask the questions from first group, second group, and third group, right? Yeah, to make the duration longer. So, from what I've heard from the first group, it's about the issue of the Gen Z, right? Because they are related to technology, they are related to technology, so that they could bring up pollution. Like in Jakarta today, it has a lot of pollution, right? So my questions for first group, stand by, first group. Right, so my question for the first group is from Hannah, right? If I'm not wrong, from Hannah. Ask something about now what can we do to, well, prevent the climate change, right? For Gen Z. So, well, yeah, but Rajib or Rehan mentions about by giving an educational things, but by giving education about how important climate or how important environment to Gen Z. But here's the thing, right? The one who uses technology is not only Gen Z. So let's take a look at Jakarta, right? So Jakarta has MRT, Jakarta has LRT, Jakarta has a lot of different vehicles that produce carbon emissions. Well, thus that makes it the most climate changing. I mean, that makes it the most contributing to gas emissions, right? So my question is, if because education won't work, yeah, education will not gonna be work. It's not gonna be work. So if we simply educate Gen Z, it's still the same pollution everywhere. So because the main problem is in the, well, Jakarta, a lot of vehicle and many transportations. So how can we do with the Gen Z, right? So I mean, for now, untuk sekarang itu nggak bisa dihalangi lagi lah, ya. Transportasi dibutuhkan, vehicle everywhere, transportation everywhere, vehicle dibutuhkan, ya. So what innovation? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about innovation. What innovation as Gen Z can do to reduce the carbon emissions, climate change? So from first group, or maybe from other groups, like to answer it.
Maybe from the beginning we can make no, not from beginning. For the motive apa? Lupa. Innovation. Maybe for me we can make another train, not train like train electric train. Nah, electric train. We have to multiply this electric, but because this electric train maybe not too many in Indonesia. Because of that we can make more electric train, and for the close transportation maybe we can make like in China, maybe that the electric cars that have no that have no drivers, because I think some drivers right now, like wait a minute, ya pokoknya transportasi ini masih banyak yang menggunakan, banyak drivernya yang ugal-ugalan dan juga smoking. Ke smoking that's make, yeah, like that.
Right, right. It mentions innovation about electric cars and also self-driving cars. That makes sense. Cool. Okay, so because well, I think that makes sense enough because well, at least by using electric, we can reduce the carbon emissions. Right? No more asap knalpot. Right? Yeah. Well, but what is? But do you ever wonder? Like, let's think. Right? Do you ever wonder where that electricity come from? Right, so if we change all our cars to electric, then we need more electric resource, right? We need more generator, right? Jadi karena mobil listrik itu butuh energi listrik. Energi listrik didapatkan dari
maybe we can change this generator to like solar system, solar generator, or like water, from water, and nuclear maybe.
Right, yeah. Well, interesting. Nuclear, uses of nuclear. I mean, as renewable energy, not renewable, but long-term energy. Yeah, interesting. So, yeah, right, makes sense. Sure thing. That would make sense. Right. So, yeah, that's the opinion from. Yeah, Lutfi, you may interrupt.
Can you help me to add
What
me
the-
as a co-host?
Oh, I am the host. Okay, sure.
Hostnya hilang.
Oh, let's go back to the main room first.
All right. Oh, no, you just can give me the access to record.
Done.
Who's the host right now?
It's me.
Because
Rizky.
And all of a sudden, it's me.
Okay, ready?
Sure, it's done.
Done. All right. Thank you, Rizky.
Yep. You're
Bye-bye,
welcome.
guys.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue our discussion. So from another groups, probably you want to discuss, you have opinion about this, about the innovation that Gen Z do. I mean, yeah, so we can take out of pollution, because yeah, I saw at my friends status WhatsApp. All right, it shows Jakarta is, well, yeah, like hell, man. Yeah, you can. I hope you can see this. No, you can't.
No.
Right.
In my opinion, okay.
All right. Sure. You can give your opinion first.
In my opinion, the biggest apa ya? What's the word? Nah, penyumbang terbesar itu the industrial. I mean, penyumbang besar polusi sebenarnya itu industri-industri besar begitu daripada we as orang biasa apa ya bahasanya, orang awam, bukan orang awam, gimana ya,
People.
yes people, maksudnya kita cuma pakai daily basic like transportation, and yang kita kasih itu polusinya little bit gitu, sedikit.
Do you think so?
Yes, I think
Right. So let's say one person daily, right? 1% daily is giving 1 liter. Yeah, 1 liter of gas. I don't know gas. Yeah, 1 liter is gas per 1 person. Okay, 1 person per liter. Now multiply it by population of Java, which is around 100 million. If say everyone is using the same motorcycle at using 1 liter of gas per day, multiply it by 150 million, how many would that be in a day? Yeah, that's a lot, right?
Yes, that's right.
So it's like somebody telling, "Alah, cuma aku doang yang buang sampah." And that is being said by another 250 million person. Yeah, it's just exponential term. So and if you see, I guess from Hannah's perspective, right, the pollution that so much is in Jakarta. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's Jakarta, Central Jakarta, Jakarta Pusat. And there are no industry. I mean, there are the pabrik. There's no factory here. There's no factory. It's only building, everything. Yeah, apa? Building, gedung tinggi, skyscraper and stuff. And why do you think it's the most polluted? Why? That's fine. Don't guess it. Right. So L, yeah, just let's get critical in terms of thinking, right? Because maybe one day you will be faced in the same situation where you will be asked by HRD, kalian bakal tanyain sama HRD pertanyaan yang dadak. So it's necessary to think critical, right? So yeah, we'll move on. Right. So thank you, Rajib and Hannah and Rafael, for asking my questions.
Yes.
So maybe about what's that? If you guys know, I'm gonna ask you about the generation gap, as what Rafael stated and Franz stated before. So generation gap is basically something that two generations that cannot agree. Like your father says book is good, but you say handphone is good. It's always something that we cannot agree on the same thing, right? So I'll ask Rafael first as the topic owner, right? Is book better than handphone or vice versa? Is book better than handphone or handphone better than book?
Maybe book by handphone.
yes, I think so, because we can read books on handphone, right? We
Yeah,
can
Makes sense.
do communication on book, I mean, but we can read books on handphones.
All right.
We can do
Makes
a lot
sense.
of things on handphones though. Right?
Makes sense, yeah. But can I see what you have done in your handphone? Is that is there any reading books activity in your handphone? Yeah.
Oh
And do
yes,
you
I buy a bunch of ebooks and ebooks. I have the apps too.
Oh, so you have the apps to read books. Library app, you may say, right?
Yes.
All right, outlier. So
1 year ago. Wait. Wait, sorry, Kak.
mhm.
So 1 or 2 years ago, I have Kindle. You know Kindle? It's a tab khusus buat baca gitu.
Sort of. Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I read a lot of books on handphones and tabs. Gitu.
Oh, yeah. So
We can maksudnya kita bisa dapat beberapa buku yang sudah nggak ada di toko buku, tapi kita masih bisa dapat e-booknya gitu loh. Jadi itu sih poin plusnya menurut saya.
okay. So, but you, Raphael, do you read books in your phone?
Actually, I never read some book, or maybe I just what is like penasaran. I'm just penasaran from that's one book. Okay, just one book. So I'm not read all the book. What I know from the handphone or from the applications. So just like that. Yeah.
Oh, so you only curious about certain books and then you
Yeah.
find out about
Just
that book, right?
just
Just curious.
just look reading for the first time maybe. So I'm not really like a notebook or something, but like not really into the reading from for the book. So because I'm skip for that.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I'm with Gen Z sides because yeah, I hate reading book as well. Well, not from phone because when you are in phone, when you read book, you will get an application notification which makes you open that. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
not focus in reading books.
Yeah.
Because yeah, right. So because I'm the type of guy that thinks any means necessary. So like say okay, some boomer telling me to read books, right? You have to read books, but no, reading books is to get knowledge, right? And to get knowledge, the only source is not reading books. You can do it the other way, like you can do it by watching video YouTube, watching article, watching paper.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be always reading book. Yeah, so any means necessary, right? Because people only look at your result, not your process. Orang cuma lihat hasilnya, bukan prosesnya. So yeah, it's like you can do whatever you want as long as your target is fulfilled. That's what I think. This, yeah. So any of you maybe have opinion about books, books or handphone, or other things like that?
Maybe we talk. I'm gonna talk about the handphone.
Sure.
Like right now, a handphone, it's like a more application, like we get, like we have, like the before our generation is like, uh, you calling a driver. It's we need to looking some driver in where we go much find it. But right now, in the generations, I like it because in the handphones we get applications uh, like Gojek, Grab. It's like easily find to getting a more driver. So maybe for the medsos or something, it's like very uh, very berkembang, is like berkembang pesat dari old generation to new generation. So yeah,
That's
I like
that's one hell of innovation from Gojek.
Yeah.
We can stay at home, not doing any activity, and we get our food, which will make you an obesity, which will make you obese if you do that all day. All right. So, well, I guess let's just end it, right? Let's just end it.
Yes.
And thanks for all of your attentions. Thank you. First group, second group, third group. Debat kapan lagi nih?
Besok Wednesday. Besok.
Oh, next week.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
Yes.
next week.
Oh,
Next day. I mean
Dang.
next day.
oh, sure. Yeah, whatever. Why can't we do it like once in a week?
Yeah.
It's recorded. It's recorded. It's recorded. Right. So, well, thank you for all of your attention. Thank you, first team. Thank you, Rajib, Rehan, Adika. Thank you, second team. Thank you, Hana. Thank you, Eros. Thank you, Galih. And thank you, third team. Thank you, Rafael. Thank you, Rans. And thank you, Ihsan. We are going to end this meeting.